Yo, what is going on, you guys? John Shea here from the No Shame Income blog. If you are new on the channel, be sure to throw me a thumbs up. And if you actually go back and subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment, I will go back and reply back to your comment. So anyway, if you're new here, I'm gonna be talking about something here today that is really slick that a lot of local business owners are not taking advantage of. You're gonna be able to use this trick to go out and ultimately help them with something that's very, very simple for helping them get a lot more reviews. And you can use this service to easily make up to $100 a day if you go and charge business owners to help them with this. So let's jump over to my desktop and dive in. All right guys, so we're over on my desktop and I want to give you a quick example of how you can go out and find business owners that really could use a little extra something for their website that's going to help them get more visibility on their business and just ultimately a lot more phone calls. So if you do a search, something like this, we could just take an example of painters. I just did painter near me. You could do any niche. It doesn't really matter what it is. We're just going to use this as an example. And I'm going to kind of walk you through what we visibly see here, and then I'm going to show you something that a lot of business owners are lacking on their website, and you can go out and help them with this and charge them money for it. So I'm going to use again the painter near me, and in this particular case for my results I get a few different AdWords ads. We have the Google Map Pack where this guy's got an ad, and then we have a couple other businesses. So these guys don't have any reviews, and in this particular case we're actually going to be looking for businesses that do have reviews for this particular trick. So I'm going to use Arch Painting because I know that they have an ad. That means they're spending money, and that's a good sign because there's a good chance I could probably start helping them with something like this, and they're going to be someone that's willing to actually pay for it since they're putting money into their marketing. Below that as well, we also have the organic results, which you can see is pretty dominated by Home Advisor, Thumbtack, and Yelp. So what we're going to do is find a business that has at least 10 or more reviews. You could even do less, maybe even at least 5, but ultimately the more reviews the better. And what you're going to do is pull up their website. So I pulled up archpainting.com, and you're going to do a Control-C and copy this site, and it's very easy to check for this. This is all you have to do. Go to Google and put in site : and do not add any spaces and just add the website name. Once you search for this in Google, it's going to give you the results of how many pages Google has in its index. So in this case, they have 564 pages from archpainting.com. This is how many pages Google has picked up from this website. So I know right off the bat, they're not utilizing this trick I want to show you guys. So the organic results look fairly standard, nothing really special going on here. Let me show you an example of what I've done with another business website I've actually helped with this trick. If you go to google.com and do site : imold.us, this is a business that I work with, you can actually see every single one of their pages actually has a review snippet added to it. So this is super easy to do, and you can see how much it actually makes the listings pop out. Every single page is now really popping out with the star rating. It's got the rating 4.9 and the 85 reviews, which I aggregated from their Google reviews. This particular business actually had 85 reviews on Google My Business, so I was able to pull that number and go and manually add it to the website here. So let me give you an example of what this looks like when people might be searching out specific services. So if you do a search something similar to like odor removal services, Fort Myers, Florida, we actually get something pretty similar to like what I did with the painters. You have an ad, you have your Google Map Pack, and then below that you have your organic results. Now what's really cool about this is this particular search actually gave me a lot of carpet cleaning companies, when in reality the mold company doesn't really have their primary category set for carpet cleaning or some of these other things. So what's actually happening here is I was able to get them to show up really high in the organic listings, and because of this rating, it makes them show up as really the best option for someone looking for a service like this. Now the great part is you could have articles written for the the business you're working with and have these reviews showing up in the organic listings, and this is going to allow them to stand out from all of the other business websites. If we come back to this painter search, you can actually see here that out of all these listings, there's only this Yelp one that actually has reviews showing. So if you could imagine, if we did something like Painter North Andover, Painter Boston, painter city, any city term, you could actually get their ratings to show up in the organic listings. And despite not necessarily being even in the first or top 5, they're actually going to stand out quite a bit. This Brian Ford listing, it stands out a lot compared to all of these other ones here. So this is something you could use to go help business owners. It's really easy to implement, and I'm going to show you guys how you can go about doing this. So what I highly suggest is a couple ways to do this. We can go to Google and just type aggregator schema. This would probably be the best way to do it. And they've actually got an article here from White Spark. I'll leave a link to it below in the video description. But this goes over pretty in depth how to implement this. But I'm going to give you guys a really simple way so we don't have to go read through this. But this will give you a little bit more context of what's going on. If you actually go, and they've got a link here in this article, I'm just going to find it because I don't have it pulled up. They have a plugin that you can get for free on WordPress's.org, on there. Just search for this plugin, Universal Star Rating, and you can actually easily implement this with a plugin. You don't have to work with crazy code, anything like that. This would be a really easy way to get it implemented for free. Now, if you wanted something that's paid and maybe you want to use this on multiple websites, you're looking for something a little more heavy duty, I highly recommend this WP Review Pro by My Theme Shop. This is one that I use on my personal website, and this would be another really easy way to add in reviews. It works for all different kinds of products. Like you could do this for books, movies, games, events, food recipes, whatever you want. So this is a little more open-ended. You have a lot more flexibility. They have some designs so you can actually have templates inside your blog post where when you do the review or product, you have the review for a specific page. You could put in the different star ratings, the features, the pros, the cons, and really build out your site with something really nice on that page. You also have user comments. It's compatible with all themes, and they have the Google Places reviews that are automatically integrated into the system, as well as Yelp and Facebook. You can do comparison tables, you can do pop-ups and notifications, and they integrate with WooCommerce as well as having some advanced features, colors, all good stuff. So this is a really good paid plugin if you're looking for something a little more advanced. In terms of what this looks like for a review, I wanted to give you guys an example. If you do something like Brand Builders Review, this is a company that sells Amazon niche sites. I wrote a review for them, and you can see here my article is actually showing up. I use the percentage rating. So instead of showing 4.9 and then an average, I just did a rating for this one specific product, and I had my plugin, I just manually put in the 85%. So I'm actually standing out quite a bit from Niche Pursuits, who, by the way, is quite a big blog. And my review is showing up before his, and I have the ratings, which really helps me stand out. Some of the other results here are job sites, so those aren't even relevant. And I've even got my YouTube video, which I showed on my review page, also showing up in the snippet here. So just wanted to give you another example of how this might be utilized. But best bet, just kind of summing this all up for you guys, would be to go back, find websites that are not utilizing the schema markup, help them by saying, send them a quick video. Say, hey, I noticed that you're not taking advantage of this, and then you could find a site that is using this. So in my case, I would use my own client, and I would just say, hey, here's something you're not taking advantage of. I would show them an example of you doing this on one of your clients' websites. Maybe just find someone at first to help them for free. And you could see here, we have odor removal services, and this actually does show the review. So if I show this to a business owner, they're going to go, wow, this makes sense. I really want that on my website. And you could say, they'll say, hey, how much? How much will you be willing to, how much is it going to cost to have this done? So really, really simple, you guys. Go out there, do a little bit of reading on adding schema aggregator markup. And I will also leave a link to my special ebook on my 7 steps to starting and growing an SEO consulting business below in the description. If you're really looking to go out there and start offering services like this to get your foot in the door and then ultimately start adding more and more services and charging recurring income to help business owners with SEO or Facebook ads, this is really going to be an ultimate guide you could read through. So I'll leave a link below in the description. You can check that out, and again, be on the lookout for more of my videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for checking out the video.